We're taking another look at the 2025 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on 5-star wide receiver Caleb Cunningham, who's committed to Ole Miss. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're covering the 2025 recruiting class every day this off season. During the transfer portal, we're going to be covering those big moves. And on top of that, you need to know what your team is doing. So when these young guys start making plays for your team down the road, you know a little something about them. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're going to start off with this 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, just fast forward a few minutes, you'll get there. But he's a 5-star recruit in both sets of rankings here. The wide receiver 3 in the rankings, wide receiver 2 in the composite. Top 3 guy, top 5 guy, however you want to rate it. That's what he is. But we are a hard commit with Ole Miss. Listed 6'1", 190. I say listed because these are typically dated here with the recruiting sites. It could change. If you have recent information, please let us know in the comments below. We're here to just hang out and learn about these players. 26 offers. That lets us know that the market was hot for him. On top of looking at the amount of offers, you want to look at who was sending offers. Ole Miss, Alabama, Tennessee, Florida, and Auburn. That's a good set of schools right there. And I grade these amounts of offers in like a little scale. So if you're over 20, you're in a good range. Pushing 40, you're around elite. I think 26 is a good range, especially when you look at these schools that were looking at him. On top of that, they got him projected to be a first-rounder. Unverified size and athleticism, but clearly possesses the physical traits and excellent functional athleticism on tape. Know less about him than other wideouts in the class, but definitely aware he's a dynamic basketball player with big production on the hardwood. This guy's got ball skills. This guy can rise up. He can box out when the ball's in the air. He's going to have some fun catches, possibly or should on his highlight tape here. Translate body control and bounce to win the ball, mismatch effectiveness. That's what we're going to see when the ball's chucked up to him. That's what I'm excited to look at here. We're a basketball player, multi-sport athlete. We decommitted from Alabama. That was big news a couple weeks ago. Decommitted from Alabama, committed to Ole Miss. That was big news in the SEC because this is a big-time recruit coming to them. And last year, 2023, 48 catches, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. Big-time production early in his career as well. And we're looking at a 5-star prospect with 24/7 Sports, but a 4-star with everybody else. But he's top 5 with everybody. That's one thing to look at. And we got to flip from Alabama to Ole Miss. So we're flipping from good school to good school, Power 5 school to Power 5 school, Power 4 really, or Power 2. It really depends on how you want to call it. I guess I'm saying it so much that I keep calling it that. But 5-star nonetheless in different rankings, 4-star in others, but top 5 ranked and heavily recruited by top schools. Auburn, Tennessee, big-time programs, Florida, many, many others. Let's take a look at the highlights. Let's see what he's working with here. 7 minutes and 31 seconds, and let's let it roll. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so we can watch football together all off season long. There we go. There we go. Good concentration on that catch. DB looking in. DB is much smaller too. He's got length. Like if you told me that he was, what did they say, 6'1", and showed me that, I wouldn't believe you. Let's look. 6'2" on 3 though, so he might be taller than that. Might be a little taller than that. There we go. Getting upfield, very aggressive. A little high step. Pouring it on. We're explosive. I see the explosiveness on the run. And we got some speed to boot. And we've got a good frame. There he is. Up top. We're zoomed out on a lot of these too. So I might be off. But I feel very good with that quick initial assessment. Downfield. Spins out. Good feet. Good feet. For what we got here. Good speed. For the height and everything. That's good. That's good. Playmaker. Remember, that guy in the scouting report says no less about him than other wide receivers. He's thick. He's thick. Assertive. Boom. I don't know what all you need to know. I think I see a playmaker here. I see a guy worthy of being a top recruit. I think once you see enough of these, you just kind of know. And then outside of that, it's just how things develop once you get to your college. But there it is. There it is, very dominant. Other things you can factor in is competition, everything else. But if you're just looking at traits, nuances, and everything of their skill set, very quick off the line, very explosive out of the blocks there, catches the ball out in front of him. I'm seeing winning in different ways after the catch, at the catch point. That was very confusing. I thought they highlighted a guy in motion, but that's him. He's very good after the catch. Very good after the catch. Very assertive player. One thing about basketball players and wrestlers, those guys, they tend to have a good gas tank. So they can pour it on in the fourth quarter pretty easily. They're not sucking wind in the huddle. Look at that ball skill. And you gotta look at the different sports, and odds are they have the similar traits. Like a wide receiver that plays basketball usually has good ball skills, can really time things at the catch point, good at boxing out DBs. He's also good after the catch. This is a very good athlete. We covered him in the summer, like doing a quick preview of some of these 2025 guys. I think I'm coming away more impressed. More impressed from this second look. I'll look at these guys with you guys a few times. Like February or so, we'll go over them again. January, February. And then we'll do it again in the summer. Yeah, he's good. Solid. The reason why, I see different stuff every time I watch these highlights. And I love doing it. Getting down. Bam. He's got good feet. He's got good feet. He's got very good feet. Let me know in the comments who you think he compares to. My brain, when I watch this stuff, I just think of like a Rolodex of a million names, so I have a hard time doing that. I can definitely tell you for what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a guy, look at this frame right there. This is a wide receiver that could really make an impact here. I think Ole Miss is a depth chart where he can really attach to. There, right there, right there. Bam, right there. I had a feel that was going to happen. Outside shade by the DB, so they're going to try and push him in. He takes on the outside. He just freezes him. He just freezes him. It doesn't even matter. He's good off the release. How do you not know that much about a 5-star wide receiver and you admit to that in the scouting report? How do you do that? I did this review on him in January. No, like June. In one of those J months. I have a decent evaluation on him here. I don't need like track times. I don't need that stuff. Again, like a 10-4 isn't everything. He's solid after the catch. His release is on point for a guy who plays multiple sports. For that height, he's got some length to him. This is a very good wide receiver. This is a very good prospect. He wins in different ways, too. This class has got some bigger wide receivers to it that can really excel at the catch point, too. We're going to see some bigger boys come into the NFL level here next 5 years or something like that. But still, be on the lookout for that. But we're looking at this guy. Good hands. Good sticky hands. I can't really... Right there. Right there. Hits it up. Moves. Good feet. Good feet. Good balance. Out back. We're looking in. Motion. Motion. We're going. We're going. Look at him go. Look at him go. Downfield, we got a little bit of inside shade off. Coming up, quick hitter, bam. Turns it up. Turns it up, cuts it in. Turns it up and cuts it in there. Here we go, up top. DB looking at, we get it quick. We're moving upfield, spinning, holding balance. We getting it. Snappy. Snappy feet. Snappy feet. He's got length. Solid. Very assertive with everything. If you listen to me talk about draft prospects, high school wide receivers, one thing you know about me is I like assertive wide receivers who have a my ball mentality. We got that with this guy. Right there coming off the release too. Like, being very assertive and decisive with all your moves and everything you're doing out there is huge. It's huge. It cuts a difference too. With, like, if a guy's very fast, times well in a 100-meter, but you're fast but not elite speed, and you're just decisive, you know what you want to do, and you're going to be undeniable, that really cuts into that gap. That cuts in that gap hard. Just being able to make that decision rapidly, in and out, aggressive, and you got that here. You got one of those wide receivers, and you're seeing the speed on the field after the catch and everything else, but what I'm trying to get to is this guy has that mindset that when the ball's in the air, it's his. When he's coming off the release, he's making it perfect every time. He's snappy off the release, aggressive off the break. And he's going to be targeted. He's got a good size, good frame on him while being able to create separation. This is a wide receiver you need to pay attention to. He's a 5-star, obviously you're going to be. But he's going to be a very fun prospect to watch during the cycle. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.